So then, beyond that, we are absolutely fascinated with the whole principle of remembering. And so then, when there's some gathering of people, and we say, well, this is a great day, what a wonderful picnic, or whatever it is we're having, it's a pity somebody didn't bring a camera. It should have been photographed. Now, do you see that in this whole thing, there is both a gain and a loss? One school of people are saying it should be photographed. The other school of people are saying, let go of it. When you go around, we've had so much experience of this in Japan, because all our students brought cameras and were constantly photographing things. And I had a camera, and I was constantly photographing things, but I felt that so long as I had a camera with me, I was somehow distracted from actuality. I had a little box with which I went around grabbing life. Of course, it's great to come back and look at it.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hours, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. I'm driving down the road, I get a feeling that
In the form of photographs, but there's something about the photograph that is inferior to the actual experience that you photograph. But there is an immense fascination in photography, in painting, in reproducing. And reproducing, you see, is the same thing as sexuality. It is reproduction, only in another way. You're alive. The thing bounces, it echoes. So the duplicity in this is, see, one school of religious people say, let it all go, don't be attached. In other words, and they also say, live in the moment, like Krishnamurti's doctrine of stop trying to remember everything. You may need a kind of factual memory for your name and address, the telephone number, things like that. But don't linger over memories, treasure them, and say, well, I'm going to keep my girlfriend locked down, and I'll take it out every now and then and look at it and feel what it is. That's clinging to life, because that memory has got you hooked. But then there's the other school of thought, you see, quite opposite. Remember to remember.
I love it in the garden.
Hold on to it all. Get involved. Keep your girlfriends there. Keep all the photographs. You know how in some houses, the piano, everything, completely covered with photographs.
Crystal, you got the worst of it.
samsara and nirvana. On the one hand, you let go of everything and you live in the eternal now, because that's all there is.
Morning at the mine, you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245, kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John. Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. He didn't say much, he kind of quiet and shy. And if you spoke at all, you just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land. Big John, Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. Then came the day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought that they'd breathed their last except John. Through the dust and the smoke of this man-made hell walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well, grabbed a sagging timber and gave out with a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone. Big John, Big John, Big John, Big Bad John, Big John. And with all of his strength he gave a mighty shove. Then a miner yelled out, "There's a light up above," and 20 men scrambled from a would-be grave.
See, memory is an illusion. It's all gone. So everything you know about that makes an impression on you is no longer there. That's the meaning of Maya. There is only the eternal now. There is only the present moment, and never will be anything else. Because even what you're remembering is happening in the present. The memory is in the eternal now, isn't it? See? So it's all really absolutely here. But on the other hand, what fun to drag it out and to make it echo and to get involved and to fall in love and to become attached.
I'm telling you, I can give it to you just like it is. The spiritual. And you see the holy city from where you stand. Sing, sing the angels have been land. Hang your burdens and lift it, your soul set free. Then won't you come over and stand by me? Stand by me, yes, stand with me. With our friends and our loved ones, we can hear and see. And the burdens and lift it, your soul set free. Then won't you come over and stand with me? And you hear the angels singing from where you stand. Could you join in the chorus with that every man? As your burden and lift it, your soul set free. Then won't you come over and stand with me? Stand with me, yes, stand with me. With our friends and our loved ones, we can hear and see. As your burden and lift it, your soul set free. Then won't you come over and stand with me?
Refugees are pouring into camps where relief workers provide food and shelter. Folks further downstream along the Mississippi are dealing with even worse flooding, if you can imagine that. The Red Cross, National Guard, Coast Guard, and Navy are helping with rescue and relief efforts.
And to become attached. Once R.H. Blythe wrote and said to me, I may have told some of you this story before, he wrote me a letter and said, what are you doing these days? As for me, I am abandoning all kinds of satori and enlightenment, and I'm trying to become as deeply attached to as many people and as many things as possible.
Alright. I'll be there tomorrow. No, I don't have a license. I don't have a license.
These are the two sides. See? So, the thing is this. It's just like riding a bicycle. It's a balance trick. You suddenly find yourself falling over one way. Well, you balance that. You turn into that direction. You stay up.
Keep the cake, keep the cake.
And so in the same way, when you find yourself becoming too attached to life, you correct that with the realization that there is nothing except the eternal now. Then when you feel that's all right now, you see, you're safe again, this is the only the eternal now, once more you go and get attached. Or you get involved, you get concerned about some enterprise, social, political, amorous, familial, scholarly, artistic, whatever it is, you get involved. And the two always go together. So this is the meaning of this symbolism. Because the male only knows he's there if there's a female. It's the echo. And she only knows she's there if there's a male. Nobody ever came into existence without a couple of parents, see? And there's simply no other way into this universe.
I bought them for you. Graceless lady, you know who I am. You know I can't let you slide through my hands. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away.
a dull aching pain. Now you decided to show me the same.